Hey guys, this is Buddha, and I'm here with Titus from Western Wolves. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your past with the game?
I'm Reese Tidus Minnow Fowler. I'm a 20-year-old student from the UK. I got involved in esports a few years back, worked my way up through teams. I recently was the StarCraft 2 manager for Team Infused, and we recently got picked up by Western Wolves, and I'm now the StarCraft 2 manager over at Western Wolves.
Okay. How did you guys how did you get to meet Western Wolves, and how did you get into the esports scene specifically?
I used to be a competitive gamer several years ago now. Eventually, I went through the motions. I became a content writer. Then I became an advisory role, and then eventually a manager, and just kind of worked my way up. But as long as Western Wolves, I got involved in contact with them through a mutual acquaintance. We were having some problems with our last organisation, and they offered us a lifeline, and we took it.
All right, cool. Looks like you guys went through all the steps to get here, man. Had a lot of jobs. So
Yeah,
tell us. Oh, so you met Western Wolves through a common acquaintance, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now that your team has finally come together again, what kind of plans do you guys have for the future?
We're focusing on all the major European events. So the qualifiers for Assembly in Finland and Intel Extreme Masters in Germany are coming up. Hopefully, we'll qualify for there. There's the last three DreamHacks of the year: Valencia, Bucharest, and Winter in Sweden. There's a few other events where we're hoping to go to and do well there. There's also sort of recently qualified for MLG Spring Arena 2, so he'll be attending that in 3 weeks. Hopefully, he can place top 16 and make pool play and attend the next main MLG.
That's fantastic, man. A lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess that covers a couple of your guys' successes. But what other successes has your team had?
Well, Western Wolves as a team, we've only been around for 3 days. Our first event was Zictomini in London. He managed to win the event without losing a game, beating Johnny Rico, the Muslim, pretty good players, and he took home $6,000 and will represent the UK in the European Continental Finals in Sweden in September.
Wow, that's those are some pretty good results, if I have to say so myself. All right. Well, with the success that you guys have had, if someone wanted to start an SC2 team, what advice would you give them?
Um, I would say get involved with a StarCraft 2 team before you start one. I personally have I've made all the mistakes in the book along the way. When I look at how I was 5, 6 months ago, complete amateur compared to how I operate now. But I think it's just learning. So get involved in any way you can, learn everything you can, and eventually work your way up until you know what you're doing and you're not going to make the mistakes.
Awesome. Is there anything Western Wolves is doing in the future that you want your fans to look out for?
Just following our events, we'll be attending, as I said, all the major events and a few American events, as well as numerous online events, team leagues, and such. Just following us and supporting us would be great.
All right. Well, is there? Well, I guess that's what you want to say to your team's fans. Is there anything else you want to say to them, though? And where can
Uh,
everyone find you?
yeah, big shout out to my team, Western Wolves, and the sponsors Mad Cats, Triton, Cyborg, and Sapphire. You can follow the team on Twitter at Western Wolves, and you can follow me on Twitter at Tidus_Minnow. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, awesome. Thanks a lot for your time, and I hope you guys do really well in the future. It looks like you have a very bright future ahead of you.
Thanks for the interview.